Hello dear watcher, today we're going to talk about Hobonichi Weeks Mega and I'm going to review it. And let's start from the question why. Before that I was using Leuchtturm, their bullet journal, Midori, and even the small version of Leuchtturm in collab with bullet journal. So what I want to say that I tried different papers and I decided that one of the most famous and I would say hipsterish planner can't pass me by. So here we go. I will say in advance that I opened it a couple of minutes back before and I tried to see what's inside. I have to say that it's kind of wow. I mean, you're opening the box and the quality of materials even through the foil looks like crazy. I mean, like very expensive chocolate. So it honestly blew my mind, and if I would have a gift like this, definitely it will. But I will follow this path along with you and I'm going to talk about what I see and so on. Okay, so we are starting from the very nice and small packaging. All of the required information we have on the back of the package already. And they are saying about features. Double page layout, 2-dot timeline, but in reality you can use it just as a column, so we'll talk about this later. Then we have memo page, daily quote, and mini calendar. And includes 219 additional gridded memo pages in back half. Let's see. All right, so we are opening, putting this aside, and what do we have? Very thin films to protect our nice planner, nice fabric. We don't want to damage it. We are putting those films, honestly I don't know what it is. I will read about this piece later and we'll come back to it. Let's put some attention to our poster which we have, and it's quite funny. On one side we have introduction, we have all of the lineup which Hobonichi does, some welcome words, what else? And if you'll get stuck with boring day, you have dot the picture, other funny activities, and you can use it very nicely. All right, so not on the boring day, you have calendar because you're planning something, and this is the main reason why you have planner, right? So we're starting from the very nice cover. And let's come to the first page. So here we have Hobonichi 2026 Weeks Mega. Looks like this. I have to admit, starting from the very beginning, that the weight of the page is quite small. It's only 52 GSM. We will talk about pens and how you should organize your wording when you are writing the messages just a little bit later. And we are coming to the 3-year spread. We have 2026 on the left side, past year 2025, which is current so far, on the right, and the future one again on the right one. And I would say here is the place where Hobonichi excels. Instead of jumping back and forth between, like, if let's say it will be normal, it will be 2025, here 6 and 7, and you will jump back and forth from one page to another. But guys organized it very nicely. You have 2026 with important days on the right side, sorry, on the left. And the rest of the stuff, if you don't really need it, comes on the right side, which is very convenient. And also, if you'll forget this, they have badges this year, last year, and next year. And coming to the one more year spread where you can left important dates, which is cool. But the amount of space left for doing your notes is quite small. I would say drastically small. If you decide to stick with Hobonichi for some time, you have to be prepared to use very thin pens and make your words and letters quite small. Then we are coming to the monthly spreads, and they look just a little bit bigger, so you can leave information here, but not that much. We have representation of month here, days, wherever. Then we have week counter. In my previous videos I told that sometimes having week reference is much better, because when, especially in planners, when you're doing some work, week probably the most important value comparing to the day, because that precision sometimes is redundant. Of course we have moon tracker, but here we have it only simplified because we have empty moon, full moon. Sorry, I don't know how to properly say when it's empty. All right, what else? We have for Saturday gray background, red one for Sunday. And because papers are very thin, you can see small transparency on the left side. But I'll try to manage it this year, I mean next year. Okay, and after all of those pages, yes, I have to admit that there is a place around which you can use wherever you want, maybe some pictures or something more important. And on top of that, we have 4 checkboxes where you can put some to-do list or whatever you need. And let's finish with those monthly spreads. And we're coming to the particular weekly spread. They have December, 12 December in Japanese, 2025, week counter, which I like, then moon calendar. I'm not a big fan of moon calendar, and according to the modern science, there is no clear evidence that moon is affecting your life. But for me, it's one more additional reason to look into sky sometimes. So yeah, I would say that moon calendar is beneficial. And also we have week overview and month here, so it's mini calendar. Wonderful quotes on every week page. I think I'm going to love it. And also, very interesting thing, we will talk about this just in a second. So on each week page we have quotes and the name of the author of the quote, so it's going to be interesting journey. We have mini calendar here and the label of the month with a number. And it's cool because every month has a different position for the number, so you'll be easily to find the location of your month even without those nice threads we have. So they introduced gray and black. They are very contrast comparing to paper, so you will never lose them. And yeah, let's talk about some features of the page, of course. We have dashed grid here and very thin solid line which takes 1/4 of the page, which is great. I believe this separation could be used for making dates or like making checkboxes or something custom for you. And the right side definitely for making your exact notes. On the left side we have dots, so if you want to put more information you can use those dots to arrange your 3 columns or 2 columns, wherever you want. So yeah, it's flexible. And yeah, you could use it not for whole week, but for some particular dates, which is great and gives Hobonichi more flexibility, I believe. And once we'll finish the whole year, the last day will be 3rd Sunday of January 2027. So keep that in mind. We will flip the page and we will come to notes. Index page on the right and useful abbreviations on the left. You can add 4 of yours on the bottom, which is nice. And then according to the awards, we have exactly 219 pages, and it's true. Oh my goodness, what's that, you will say? I tried a couple of pens I have. The first one is Profound Medium, then comes Staedtler 0.1 and Lamy Safari Gel Ink Pen. So here we have Profound Medium, Staedtler 0.1 and Lamy Safari Gel Ink Pen. No feathering, no bleeding. So I am completely happy about quality of paper, because I was thinking that 52 GSM comparing to Leuchtturm definitely will bleed or something, but it looks great. If you're a perfectionist and you never want to see something on the back of the page, definitely you should consider something different like 120 GSM, but for my purposes I believe it's more than good, so I don't have any objections. And yeah, regarding notes, they have this solid line like on the notes pages in week section, so the approach is the same. The only one downside I would say for myself, that I will have to shrink and make our letters smaller, because I believe the size of the square is slightly smaller than I get used to. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about the end. We have a couple of funny pages. Some measurement in centimeters for this distance, hand, feet, and so on. We have ruler. If you stuck, North America should be ready to use centimeters. All right, here we have favorites, and you can put here anything: songs, videos, music, any way you want. And if you get lost, here is one note: this is a great place to list ranking for movies, books, music, restaurant, etc., etc. So yeah. And how many pages we have? Only one. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 sections, each with 4 entries. So I think it's more than enough to write about your restaurant or some kind of cool findings you did through the year. I believe it's worth. My 100. This is the page according to explanation for some ranking. I don't know what you will rank, but maybe for myself I will rank TS snippets or Kindometrics. So I have something in mind already, and probably you will do the same. And coming next, we have very cute illustrations done by Ryoko Yamane, where we have a list of favorite food, a list of favorite friends. I don't know how it works, but fun times and something up to you. And also you have space to describe what is this column about. Then we have 365 check day, a couple of places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 addresses if you need them in paper way. And if you will lose your Hobonichi, someone will find this address and will return you. I hope that it will work. Okay, and also we have a stamp where we have the exact number of my item. So yeah, the quality of a brick is insane. I mean, it feels like quite expensive shirt, so I'm happy about it. Never tried Calvin Klein, but I believe Hobonichi does it better. So, and this is the almost end of the video, but we have a couple of minutes to talk about how it's pocketable, and it exceeds my expectations. So I will stand up and show you. I have jeans. They are not that baggy, but definitely I have some space. And if I will just put it into my pocket, it fits. If we will compare with iPhone 15 Pro, which is 6.1, definitely close to be the same. I believe it's identical to 6.9 iPhone Pro Max or something like that. You got the point. You can put it into your pocket and live happy life walking around or doing something. Because I'm located in North America, we have cars everywhere, so definitely it will fit in your car in no time. Conclusions. Hobonichi Weeks Mega is the most adorable planner which I ever seen. It's very pocketable. Despite small weight of each paper, it handles ink very nicely. It has all of the beautiful spreads. They are very informative and you can utilize them in any way you want. The only one downside I found for myself that my handwriting and the size of my words are slightly bigger, so I have to prepare myself. And one more downside, that if you get used to medium or broad nibs, try to stick with fine or extra fine because it won't be enough space for very broad lines. And yeah, I would say that 2026 will be slightly different for me and I'm happy about it. See you next time.